Good morning and welcome to inside my home, because right now I'm waiting on a bisque kiln to cool down, and everybody who does pottery knows that it takes a while. But when I was going through some things on my computer, I actually found a glaze fire that I did last year that I didn't release. So that's what this video is going to show. Because I am doing nothing but creating and firing bisque at the moment, so that because I have a huge show coming up the beginning of November. So I hope you stick around, and I hope you enjoy a flashback to this time last year. Good evening and welcome back to my studio. I have a kiln opening because, as y'all know, I'm getting ready for a festival, and the best part is the Christmas after the glaze kiln. So in this one, there are some moons. There's the rest of the Christmas trees. There's some galaxy pieces. I think that's pretty much it. So let's see how things turned out. Oh, I forgot about those. These are the bases for the pumpkin luminaries. It's pretty cool. So this is Deep Olive by Amaco, and this is just iron celadon. This is 2 coats, and this is just 1 coat because I have to grind that. If this is your first time here, this isn't glazed yet, but this little fella will sit on top of there, like so. So excited. Always the best. Here's some more Christmas trees. This, of course, is rainforest, 3 coats, and on the boughs of the tree are 2 coats of snow, which gives it just that little bit of oil spot looking effect. This is the rest of these. I make 50 of these Christmas trees a year. Every year, of course, different tree, different glaze technique. If you're interested and you're new to the channel, I actually have a previous video of me actually making these trees. Now for a moon. So the inside is 3 coats of Amaco's obsidian, and then the nebulas, this is 3 coats of smoky merlot, and as you can tell, I don't know if you can see it or not, it gets a little bit lighter. So you have the deep purple and then fades to mauve. And then this here is 3 coats of Amaco seaweed. And then I take a bristle brush with some white underglaze, and I just fleck it to get the star pattern effect. The outside is slate underglaze, and I brush it on, and then I take a sponge and I wipe it back. All right, some giant moons. Pretty cool. I love making these. And craters and yay, it's fabulous. Get these kiln posts out of the way real quick. More trees. Have a whole forest over here on the shelf now. This is going to be a mobile. And they're double-sided. That's what I use. I don't make beads, but I do have bead racks. Also, I've discovered that these are a thicker, I can't remember what it's called, the wire posts, because I had the thinner ones that came with the bead rack the first time I made these mobiles, and they bent because of the weight and everything got stuck together. That was a few years ago, so those work really well for beads, but not if you're going to do something that's a little bit heavier. All right, more trees. They're everywhere. There's a whole forest over here on this shelf. All right, more moons. These are my moon mugs. Same glaze combination as before. I like this split I put in the handle. I drink hot tea out of one of these mugs every day, and I put the string through that slit, and it works really well. That's the reason I designed it that way, was to keep the string from my tea bag from falling into my mug. More bowls. I don't know if I've mentioned the inspiration for the moons. A few years ago, my husband and I, we traveled to Tennessee to watch the eclipse, and I came home and I was so inspired by what I had seen that I began making moons, and they've taken on a life of their own. All of these are technically they're ornaments, and they'll have a black ribbon that they hang from. These crescents. But what I want to show you is this one, because this, uh-oh, there's a piece of, It'll be all right. So it will be like so. And it'll hang, it'll probably end up being about this long. And I use a 40-pound, I think it's 40-pound. I use a fishing line, and I also string beads in between the pieces of the mobile. And it turns out looking really, really pretty. I am excited. Okay, this is a holder for these. These have to be rebisqued, but they're going to sit inside there like so. And I have some cork that shrank a little too much. I may have to remake that because they're not, I don't know if you can tell, it's not going down to the bottom, and I'm going to have to remake this because I want it to fit flush, and it doesn't. So, which is kind of funny because if you'll remember, it's not glazed yet, but I made this one, and they do. But this hasn't been glazed yet, so there's still the shrinkage that may take place there that will cause an issue for that. But I can always make smaller moons to fit inside that other holder. There's just a bunch of these. They're all very, very similar. And then I have these small spoon rests that I make to sit beside your coffee pot or anywhere else you'd like to put it. But my mother asked me to make one of these for her years ago because she wanted a spoon rest to go by her coffee pot. And I was making larger spoon rests, and she's like, "Can you make a littler one?" I was like, "Well, yeah, of course I can. Just a little less clay," and now I have these amazing little pieces. Next weekend is the festival, and my goal is to video some footage of setting up the tent and putting all the pieces out for display. You may not see this video until after the festival, just depending on how things are aligned with my channel. But I thank you for being here, and I hope you enjoyed my kiln opening. I know I did. I'll see you next time.